Pitamena Budane Swayam Rupakadama, Him Tadandi, Stupatandikam. Namo Vishnapadaya, Krishna Prishtaya Budale, Shunade, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidinandi. Namaste, Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Vishesha Shunivadi Pasha Dideshatani. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So, Biju Prabhu, how was the Ayodhya Yatra? Enjoyed?
Very nice, man. Very nice because okay, I've been to a couple of places, but Prayagraj and Kashi, but Ayodhya was for the first time. So
We
the
had drama
temple is
also.
yes, Maharaji, at Ayodhya itself. Temple is absolutely mesmerizing. So we have to see it
Today,
to
you all
get it.
were at there at ISKCON Prayagraj, or only Prabhu
Yes.
went because he took
No,
Bhagavatam
we
class?
all were there. We had our Bhagavatam class also at Prayagraj, and then after that we left.
ISKCON, okay. Yes, Meenal Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. You want to say something? I can't hear you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
You
Krishna.
can hear? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
yes.
Just wanted to tell about why this is. So basically, shall I, Mataji, or someone else say?
Yes, yes.
Try Mataji. Hare Krishna. So basically, all the three chapters lead to bhakti only. Even first after karma thing, it leads to how. And this last three, especially with jnana, how to perform bhakti. So Vishesh Jnana it is all about the last last six chapters. How to do bhakti with jnana.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Souls necessary Sachidananda. So in that knowledge is also an element. It's necessary to receive Jnana Yoga. Okay. Okay, these answers are all right. Now, Krishna is giving options, no? Options to many. Yes, who
So
likes
Mataji,
to?
one more point is if you look at 6 to 12 chapter, which is in the middle, it is like protected by Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga in the middle.
Yes.
So
So Bhakti Yoga is the, yes. So it has to be protected, yes. And Krishna also says through Karma Yoga, through Jnana Yoga, we can reach Bhakti Yoga. And Krishna is giving options. See, Bhagavad Gita is not only for devotees, it's for everyone. It's a life manual. So those who don't like to do Bhakti Yoga, you know, some they don't want to chant, they don't like to, you know, all that. They don't want to do it. But they like to read, they like to have a lot of knowledge about things. So Krishna is giving Jnana Yoga for them because through Jnana Yoga, they will reach to Bhakti Yoga. Did I say this? Like one person wanted to find fault in Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada. So he started reading things. Finally, what happened? Because he wanted to find fault in Bhagavad Gita, which Srila Prabhupada has written as Yadaru. Now, finally, what happened? He read, finally became a devotee. And one person wanted to do tattoo. You know, nowadays it's a trend now to put tattoo in some Devanagari, that is Sanskrit tattoos. So he wanted the best sloka in Bhagavad Gita to put in the hand. So devotee said, all the slokas are important. We can't say what is the best sloka, but you yourself read and find out what is it. So he started reading to have a nice tattoo on his hand about the sloka. Now, finally, what happened? Krishna tattooed his heart. He became a devotee by reading. And I've seen one famous Kirtaniya. He had the tattoo of Prabhupada's signature, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, or he also had Kirtaniya Sadahari, Harir Namaiva Kevalam verse tattooed. I was like, oh, how devotees are, no? Okay, so through Jnana also we can become devotees. So Krishna is giving options. Bhagavad Gita is also for atheists, for Mayavadis, for everyone. So those who don't like Bhakti Yoga, finally what happened? But if you see, all the chapters have Bhakti Yoga hidden because that's the essence. But Krishna is giving options, like through Jnana Yoga also we can go to Bhakti Yoga. So it's very important, as Mataji said, yes, Sachidananda. So that knowledge part is very, very important. Unless we know that, we can't understand Krishna. Janma karma jame divyam evam yovedi tattvada. Krishna says you have to know it in truth. So we should know about Dhyana Yoga also. So now Arjuna is asking some questions, and Krishna is replying with nature, the enjoyer, and the consciousness. He will be talking about six things. Okay, there's a synonymous we can remember. This chapter is about 2Ks, 2Js, and 2Ps. 2Ks are Kshetra and Kshetrajna. 2Ps are Prakriti and Purusha. And 2Js are Jnana and Jnaya. Okay, so if you understand these six things, you know the 13th chapter. So 13th chapter basically is about 2Ks, that is Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Kshetra is the body, Kshetrajna is the knower of the body, that is soul and super soul. Then 2Ps, Prakriti and Purusha. Prakriti means nature, made up of three material modes. And Purusha is Krishna, Purushottama. And Jnana and Jnaya. Jnana is the knowledge, Jnaya is the process of acquiring, so not the knowledge of Jnana. Okay, so this is the content of this chapter. This chapter is basically about these six things. Now, so this we already saw that why Jnana is presented after Bhakti. Okay, so okay, that we know. So Arjuna is asking 6 questions in this chapter in the beginning. Arjuna uvacha prakritim purusham chaiva kshetram kshetrajna eva cha etat vedidimichchami jnanam jnayam cha keshava. So he's asking Krishna, tell me 6 things. What are the 6 things? Prakriti, that means material nature. Purusha, who's the enjoyer. Kshetra, okay, the field with which one can act in the material world or the body. Kshetrajna, the knower of the field or the body. Jnana is the knowledge in the process of acquiring, and Jnayam is object of knowledge, the process. So the 6 things Arjuna is asking Krishna. Okay, Keshava. Why is Krishna called Keshava?
Mataji, because he's killer of Keshi demon.
The demon, no? Keshi demon. So Keshi demon came in a horse form, and then in Yamuna, when you do parikrama, you can see Keshi Ghat, that place where Krishna killed the Keshi demon. So he's asking Keshava. And also, why Keshava in this verse? Because Keshi is a demon and the doubts are compared to demon. So Krishna wants to kill that, Arjuna wants to kill that demons of doubts. So now Prakriti, the 6 questions he asked is Prakriti, that is material nature, Purusha, the enjoyer, Kshetra, the body, Kshetrajna, Jnana, and Jnana. So understood 2 Ps, 2 Ks, and 2 Js. Very easy to remember. Now, what is Krishna replying? Shri Bhagavan Vaja idam shariram kaundeya kshetram iti abhidhiyate etatyo veditam prahu kshetrajna iti tatvidi. So he's saying the 2 things. The first thing, Kshetra. Okay, so Krishna is describing Kshetra and Kshetrajna. So answering the questions. Kshetra means the field of activity for the conditioned soul. That's mainly the material body, which is it. And Kshetrajna is the knower of the body. Okay, which analogy is referred here? Anyone knows the analogy?
The cloth, I mean, the dress being
Cloth, Prabhu?
so.
Can I explain? No, in the sense, the analogy for this, that is the individual soul knows about this body, but the super soul knows about everyone's body. What is the analogy? That is given in the 3rd sloka, purport.
Hare Krishna Mataji's knower of the kshetra, knower of the field, and super knower of the.
Yeah, the analogy I'm asking. Yes, Kshetra is the body and Kshetrajna is the knower, that is the soul and the super soul. Fine. What is the analogy Prabhupada used that? Kshetrajnyan chapi mam viti sarvave kshetreshu bharata kshetra kshetrajnyo jnanam yettat jnanam matam mapa. All of you go
Is it
to
about
page.
the land of a person and the king
Yes.
knowing that land?
Yeah, very good. So a person knows about his land. So like you know about your property, how many property you have and what is it, everything you know. I know about mine. Somebody who's an higher authority, he knows about, I may know everything about his patch of land, and the king knows not only his palace, but the property possessed by all the individual citizens. Similarly, one may be the proprietor of this body individually, but the Supreme Lord is the proprietor of all the body. That means Krishna knows everything. Who was saying, like one I heard on Senior Vaishnava say, 84 lakh species of life we all had gone through. Now, Krishna, like we don't even remember last life. Krishna remembers millions of life behind. Every single day we might have forgotten, but Krishna remembers everything about everyone. He knows. It's not like Krishna forgets something. No, he is super intelligent. He knows everything. He's the knower. So Kshetrajna means knower of the body, that is the individual soul. And also there is super soul who knows about everyone. So the soul is different from the body. We already learned this in the second chapter. So Kshetra is the field, the non-permanent material thing, and Kshetrajna is the soul, which is eternal. It said we are spiritual soul with material experience. We are not material body with spiritual experience. No, we are actually spirit beings. Okay, Aham Brahmasmi is said. So, who's the knower of the body? The soul. The soul knows about this body, but super soul knows about everyone's body. So, Kshetrajna is Krishna also, because he is also knower of the field of all the body as super soul. That is as Paramatma. Okay, so that is very important. So, perfect knowledge means to know Prakriti, that is nature, Purusha, the enjoyer of the nature, that is Krishna, Ishvara, the controller of both, the field of activities, and the finite enjoyer. Okay, the king and the citizen. So it's very important, this analogy. So here it is said, you should understand that I am also the knower in all the bodies, and to understand this body and its knower is called knowledge. Okay, so Krishna is the knower of all the bodies. So the Lord says he is the knower of the field. The individual may be knower of his own body, but he is not the knowledge of all the body. The Supreme Personality Godhead, who is present as super soul in all the body, knows everything about all bodies. So which Vishnu is in our heart as Paramatma? Which is the Vishnu?
Daksha.
Turbhuja.
No.
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Karanadakshaya Vishnu is Mahavishnu. He is the cause. Karana. Sarva Karana. Karana means cause. He is the cause for creation. Karanadakshaya Vishnu is the one who lies on the causal ocean and do creation. From his sweat pores, from his breathing, the universes get created. And once he creates them, he becomes Garbhodakshaya Vishnu and lie in the Garbhodaksha ocean and creates the 40 planetary system. And once that is done, he becomes the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu and enters into everyone's heart as Paramatma. So it's Kshirodakshaya Vishnu who is in our heart as Paramatma. And what is the size of the Paramatma described in Bhagavatam? Size?
1 by 10,000.
Thumb finger.
1 by 10,000 is the size of the soul. Thumb is how Krishna became a thumb size to Uttara's womb. It's not thumb size. It's a size. Madaji? I can't hear you. What is the size of the super soul? Soul is Keshagrashada Bhagasya, 1 by 10,000, the tip of the hair. But super soul is? It's mentioned about 8 inch. That means the size between the thumb and the ring finger. This much. Thumb and the ring finger. But yes, Krishna became the thumb size and entered into Uttara's womb to save Parikshit Maharaj. That is another story. He can become lighter than the lightest, heavier than the heaviest. He can be even in the atom. Andandarastha Paramanu Chayandarastha. Like for example, to see an atom, we need a microscope, no? Then only we'll see atoms. So that means it's so small. Now to enter inside the atom, Krishna had to become smaller than the atom. So he can become even smaller. Okay, I'll just share that. I just heard a pastime of Jagannath. Okay, there was someone called, I think, Ramdas. Ramdas. So anyone know the story of Ramdas? Okay, so he used to come to Jagannath Puri every Ekadashi, walking, and then meet Lord Jagannath. He was such a pure devotee, very simple devotee of Lord Jagannath. So he became old. Then, so one day Jagannath said, you are old now. You can't walk and come to Jagannath Puri. What do? You come in a bullock cart. So Das said, no, I'm okay. I'll walk and come, no problem. No, you come in a bullock cart because I also want to come with you. Because you are old, now you can't keep coming to Puri, so I'll come with you. So Ramdas said, how is that possible? How can you come? Lord said, no, I'm Jagannath, I can come. So Ramdas took the bullock cart and came to Puri. So the next day, the whole night Ramdas was in Puri doing Kirtan. And the next day, the Lord packed his bags and everything and came to the bullock cart, and he started riding the bullock cart, saying that, no, Ramdas, you sit. Like Partha Sarthi, how he became the chariot driver, he became the bullock cart driver. So he started driving. And then next day, when that day when the Pandas opened the altar, Subhadra and Baladev was there, Jagannath was missing. Who took the Jagannath? I mean, who can take Jagannath? He's so heavy. You've seen in Radha Yatra, no? At least 10 of them had to hold Jagannath. So heavy he is. And then he can't walk like that. They make him dance, and from one pillow to another pillow he goes. So heavy. So how can somebody take Jagannath and go? So everyone said, no, Ramdas was here only the whole night. So he would have kidnapped Jagannath. Now Jagannath is now gone. What to do? So they were about to cross Puri. Jagannath said to Ramdas, be careful, hide somewhere because the Pandas are behind you. They all know that you have taken me. They said, I didn't take you. You yourself came. No. Krishna said, yes. Then hide me somewhere. So in a small cave-like thing, Jagannath was hiding, and Ramdas, because his bullock cart was parked there and Krishna's shawl was on the bullock cart, they caught Ramdas and said, you will be punished and you will be put into jail because you kidnapped our Jagannath. So immediately, because they started beating Ramdas and blood started coming from his body, immediately Lord appeared from that cave and said, how can someone kidnap me? I am the Lord of the universe. So nobody can kidnap me. I'm so heavy also. He didn't kidnap me. I myself went to him. I came with him. So then the whole body of Jagannath started bleeding, and the whole area, the river, everything got flooded like blood. So the Pandas are like, no, we can't live without you. If Jagannath is not there, nobody will come to Puri. And we can't survive. We can't have our bread and butter. We can't get money. They were just thinking about money, nothing else. So Jagannath got so upset, and Jagannath said, okay, so do one thing. Make a weighing scale and weigh me and put lot of gold. Ramdas will put gold and give it to you. How much of weight of mine, that much gold you will get. The Pandas were very happy. Now Ramdas is like, I'm so poor, I don't have any money. Then the Jagannath said, your wife will have a small nose ring, very small. Now take that and one tulsi and come. So Jagannath sat in one part of the weighing scale, and the next weighing scale, there's a nose ring and tulsi was kept. And no wonder Krishna can become lighter than the lightest. And Jagannath just went up and the nose ring was down. So the Pandas were very upset. They understood their mistake. Like Satyabhama once weighed Krishna. So, and Rukmini saved him with tulsi. So like that, they understood their mistake and they went back. Okay. So, why I said this story is that the Lord knows about everyone. Okay. He can become lighter than the lightest also. He can become the heavier than the heaviest. See, when the Pandas wanted to move Jagannath back to Puri, they could not lift him. So many of them came. Elephants came, they could not mix with him. But Ramdas could easily lift Jagannath. In the sense, he can become lighter than the lightest, he can become smaller than the smallest. Now, that's what Krishna is. For his devotee, he can become to any extent. Okay, so just knowing Krishna is not important. We should know in truth, and that's possible through bhakti. Bhaktya mamabhi janati. So here, the citizen might know about his property, but the king is the original proprietor. Okay, and he knows about everyone. So similarly, Supreme Lord is the supreme proprietor of all the body. Okay, so whose kshetra? The body, the field of activity. And kshetrajna is the knower of the field of the body. That means the soul and super soul. So there are two kshetrajnas. One is the soul, one is the super soul. Soul knows only about his body, and soul knows about his body, and super soul knows about everyone's body. Okay, so Super Soul is saying that he is also the knower of the field of activity. Okay, so Krishna quotes from various authorities also about this. So first question of Arjuna, that Arjuna asked about Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Who's Kshetra? The body. And who's Kshetrajna? The knower of the body. That's the soul and Super Soul. ऋषिभिर् बहुधा गीतं छन्दोभिर्विविध पृथक् ब्रह्मसूत्रापदश्चैव हेतुमाद्भिर्विनिश्चितः. That knowledge of the field of activities and of the knower of the activities is described by various sages in various Vedic writings. It is especially present in Vedanta Sutra with all reasoning as to the cause and effect. So now he is asking about the knowledge. Okay. Jnana and Jnana. So although Krishna has established his position as the Supreme Personality God at the highest authority, now he is saying that this is my opinion. Now Krishna is also quoting Shastras. See, because Guru Sadhu Shastra Vakya Chitte De Koriya. If we want to say something, we have to have the references from Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Now Krishna is also putting evidences from different scriptures to substantiate his words that he is the Supreme. He's giving us different Shastras. So here, the knowledge of the field, we should have the real knowledge. So what is Paravidya and Aparavidya? Para and Apara.
Para is highest.
Okay.
Pure.
Para
Apara
is unlimited.
Okay. And Apara is
Complete
Para.
and incomplete knowledge.
Yes, Prabhu.
Complete and incomplete knowledge.
Incomplete. Yes, complete and incomplete. So Para is complete, or as Manthan said, yes, it's the highest or the eternal knowledge. Paravidya means to know about the body, the soul, about the supreme soul, and all. Aparavidya means incomplete knowledge. It's about temporary material body. So nowadays, all the education is about Aparavidya because they don't teach us about soul. They don't teach about, see, if the soul topic and all was taught, we could have decreased the suicide rates by the teenagers and all for a large extent. Because they'll know that, okay, by just ending this body, suffering doesn't end. Again, next life, you have to keep suffering. And suicide is not the right solution. So they'll have more knowledge about the soul aspect, but that's not taught now. It's just rat race, and it's Prabhupada calls it as the slaughterhouse system, right? Because why is a modern education compared to a slaughterhouse system? Does anyone know? Like what happens in the slaughterhouse when the animals are getting slaughtered? What happens? What happens to other animals when one animal is getting slaughtered? What happens to the other animals? Like there are
They're
group of
being fed. They're being fed.
Trauma, distress.
they have been
Fed.
fed. Yeah, they are feeding nicely. They are hearing the cry of another animal getting butchered, and they don't even know that it's their turn next to be killed. But they are happily enjoying the feed, and they are happy like in the sense they are not able to think what is going to happen next, or even if somebody like they don't have the intelligence to understand. No, like slaughterhouse in the sense they are not knowing what is soul or super soul or nothing is taught, just for bread and butter. But nowadays things are changing, that some universities, some colleges, schools, they are introducing Bhagavad Gita in early age so that they understand what is what. So just memorizing sloka will not help, but they should know the substance or the translation also. But when they are small, yes, they can at least know the slokas, and slowly they'll able to understand the meaning. So first is understanding the body, kshetra, and as being the part of material elements. See, this body is made up of Panchabhuta, right? 5 gross elements. That is earth, water, fire, air, ether. Which part of a body is water? Water part.
Mataji,
it
like
blood?
70%.
Saliva, blood. Okay, all this is watery consistency. Then fire. Where is fire in our body?
Stomach.
Stomach.
Stomach. Okay. Air.
Lung.
Scalp.
The lungs, oxygen, carbon dioxide, all that. And earth
Skin.
means the hardest part.
Bone, Mataji.
Bone, skull,
Bones,
these are the hard part.
skull.
Okay. Ether is like a space. Is there any
Space.
space in our body?
Coeloms are present.
Okay, so it's actually the pericardial space. There is a pleural space. No, it just outside the heart there is a pericardial space, perithoracic space. There is outside the thorax. Like when there is air or water in that place, then there's some disease condition like that. So there is space. So earth, water, fire, air, ether. This is how the material body is made up of. And there is 5 acquiring senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin; working senses: voice, hands, legs, evacuatory organ for procreation; 5 sense objects: smell, taste, form, touch, sound; mind, intelligence, false ego, which is the subtle body; and pradhana, there is the unmanifested state of 3 moods. These all 27, what are they called as?
Mahatattva.
Mahatattva. This is the Mahatattva, or the material nature is made up of like that. Okay. So the 5 things. Now here it is said the knowledge means what? To know about all these things. So the interaction or representation of the 5 great elements in the gross body produces qualities such as desire, hatred, happiness, distress. And there is subtle body, which is mind, intelligence, false ego. And we should know about consciousness also. So the 6 changes happens in the body is that the body is born, it grows, it stays for some time, it produces products, and there is decay. Okay, so this is what our body is made up of, and the body undergoes these many changes. So the knowledge acquiring, what is knowledge is being mentioned here. That is the soul and the super soul. By the soul and super soul, we should know the difference between soul and super soul. Soul is what? The soul and super soul, how do you relate them? Soul and super
2
soul.
parrots on the tree.
Huh?
2 parrots on the tree.
Yeah, 2 parrots on the same tree, same branch of the same tree. And what is one doing? What is the other doing?
One is seeing on earth, and one more is saying don't go that side.
No.
One is creating its own karma, the other one is observing.
Yeah, creating own karma means one is busy eating the fruits of the tree and creating the karma, and the other one is just a witness. Okay, just so 2 parrots sitting on the same, 2 birds sitting on the branch of the same tree. Just imagine one parrot is busy eating that fruit, its own karma, enjoying the material senses and all, and the other parrot is just watching, witness. So Paramatma, super soul, is watching, and the soul is creating its own karma. Okay. And soul desires, and super soul
Fulfills.
sanctions it. Yes. And the 3 votes of material desire fulfills it or carries it out. So there's another connection between soul and super soul. Soul is Anu and super soul is Vipu. Anu Raniya Mahato Mahiya. So soul is just part and parcel of the super soul. So here Krishna describes the different aspect of a saintly character by which the soul can disentangle himself from the material body and attain liberation. Okay, so we can by following the following other aspect of knowledge and liberation. So who can these are the qualities of a person who is eligible for liberation from the material body. Amanvitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, kshantirarjavam, acharyopasanam, shaucham, stairyam, atmavinigraha. Amanitvam, adambitvam means humility. Amanitvam means humility. No expecting anything of respect. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says this, no?
Rinadapi sunichena tarodapi.
Amanina manadena. Not expecting anything in return, respect and giving respect to all. So amanitvam is humility, very humble. Prabhupada was very humble. Whenever somebody asked Prabhupada, you did more preaching than your Guru Maharaj. Prabhupada said, no, my Guru Maharaj actually had 64 Gaudiya Maths in less than 10 years of preaching. I took more than 10 years. And I had facilities of aeroplanes and everything, ship and all. My Guru Maharaj didn't have anything, no facilities. And he did so much. And he says, whatever success is in ISKCON, it's all because of his Guru Maharaj. So he was very humble. He never expected anything, any respect from anyone. In fact, he was just respecting everyone. Adambitvam, pridelessness, not being anxious to be famous. Okay, so he was not proud of anything because Prabhupada says whatever is there, it's all Krishna. Krishna had given. So he was never proud of anything. Ahimsa Kshandirarjava, non-violence, not putting others in distress. When the Juhu land was in case and problems were happening and the opposite party was sending dacoits and all, Prabhupada just chanted. Prabhupada didn't apply violence to them. And tolerance, bearing the insults and dishonor. Prabhupada said this Mr. N is like Kamsa, because Kamsa keeps sending demons to Vrindavan to disturb Krishna's pastime. So he was just tolerating it. And simplicity, straightforward and non-diplomatic. Prabhupada never compromised on the 4 principles when he went to the West. Okay, from initially he didn't say, but that yes, he made them follow the 4 relative principles. He never compromised. Other saints who went to America, what happened to them? They changed. They started wearing pant and shirts and started eating with fork and spoon. So they were like completely changed. They got influenced by the Western people. But Prabhupada was not like that. When initially Prabhupada was wearing the dhoti and going to America, what did the hippies say? Where did the people in America say? What Swamiji is wearing? They said Swamiji is wearing a bed sheet. They didn't even know it was a dhoti, because what they know is about a bed sheet, and they thought, oh, Swamiji is wearing a bed sheet and coming. No, that was dhoti, but they didn't know. Like that was their, just imagine how much Prabhupada taught them, to wear the dhoti and everything from basic things. Prabhupada started teaching the Western people, and how much patience he would have had, how much tolerance. Prabhupada tolerated. The best cook, that is Yamuna Devi Dasi, when she first entered the kitchen with Prabhupada, she was having a mini skirt and all, and she was cooking, and in the middle she asked Prabhupada, can I smoke and come? So Prabhupada was so angry. Prabhupada was like, wash your hands. So 100 times Prabhupada made her wash her hands. So much cleanliness was there. But Prabhupada tolerated everything. Like whatever the Westerners did, all the faults and everything, Prabhupada tolerated. And he was very simple. He never used any gorgeous dressings or anything. He was very simple, straightforward and non-diplomatic. And Acharya Upasanam Shaucham Stairyam Atmavinigraha. Acharya Upasana means serving the bona fide spiritual master without motivation. So Prabhupada never served Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati with any motive. In fact, Prabhupada used to say, how can I serve you? And he used to feel bad that because he's a Grihastha, he could not serve his Guru Maharaj like the other disciples were doing. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati knew that later Abhaycharan will do the task of spreading Krishna consciousness around the world. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, you be there wherever you are, be a Grihastha, still you can help in preaching. So he served his Guru Maharaj, spreading Krishna consciousness in the West and printing books. And Shaucham, cleanliness. Once Prabhupada was in the airport and he wanted to chant Gayatri, and he took bath in the airport. Like so much cleanliness. Even when he was in Kumbh Mela, it was so cold, and still Prabhupada took a cold bath before Mangaluru. So cleanliness aspect, Prabhupada was very, very clean. Internal cleanliness, externally we can clean the body. Internal cleanliness, how can you do that?
Chanting.
Chanting.
So internal cleanliness or mind cleanliness happens by chanting. So that is very, very important. That is cleansing the mind every day. So both internal and external. Okay. Om apavitro pavitro va sarva avastim gatipadopiva yet smare pundarikaksham sabahyam abindarishiji. Yet smare pundarikaksham. Just by remembering pundarikaksha, that is Krishna, sabahyam abindarishiji. Inside and outside, both will become shuchi. Okay, so this is very important to know. And Stairyam. Stairyam Atma Vinigraha. Stairyam means steadiness, determined to progress in spiritual life. When 1 year no preaching was happening in America, 1965 Prabhupada went, and 66, nothing till 66 last in ISKCON got incorporated. But 1 year no preaching was happening. But he was still determined. Prabhupada in fact had a return ticket to come to India, but he didn't use it because he's like, somehow Krishna has brought me to America. Let me do something here for my Guru Maharaj. He was like, if it was us, if nothing was working, we would have just stopped and went back. But Prabhupada, with determination, when he didn't get the green card to go to America, he sat in Sumati Maharaj's office for 5 hours chanting. So much determined. Atma Vinigraha, self-control, rejecting unfavorable things. When his business failed, when his wife rejected, so many things happened. Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada had self-control. Indriyateshu vairagyam anahangara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam. So renouncing the objects of sense gratification and with no false ego. False ego means what? To identify with the body. But pure devotees will not identify with the body. And Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshana Darshanam. That is perception of evil of birth, death, old age, and disease. And they give rise to suffering. So these are the real suffering of a life. What? Birth, death, old age, disease. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. Okay, Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. They are all sufferings. And Putra Dara Grihadeshu. That means detachment, freedom from entanglement with children, wife, home, and rest. Detachment. So detachment just doesn't mean just leaving and running away. No. Detachment means to get more attached to Krishna and detached externally. Nityam cha samachittatvam ishanishtopapatishu. Even mindness and pleasant and unpleasant events emit. So when the before starting ISKCON, Prabhupada started something else. Anyone know what was it? Before starting ISKCON, what did he start?
Mataji, League of Devotees.
The League of Jhansi. Okay, so League of Devotees in Jhansi. Yes. So those who read Leelamrita, you know. So Prabhupada wanted a small center to be started, and it's called League of Devotees in Jhansi, but it didn't work. Prabhupada had to pay the rent, and then finally someone else rented that place for a higher price, and Prabhupada didn't get it. But that was Krishna's plan. If League of Jhansi, League of Devotees were famous or it became successful, Prabhupada never will think about going to America, and this ISKCON wouldn't have come. So it's Krishna's plan. That Krishna made it undergo failure so that Prabhupada could think about something better. So at that time also, so many unpleasant things happened. Still, his manuscripts, just imagine so many days he took to write the manuscripts of Bhagavad Gita as it is from Sanskrit to English and all. And his wife just sold it for some tea biscuits. And how much Prabhupada would have been feeling. But again, he started writing it again. Okay, so here, okay, so he is having self-control and no false ego. He was detached. Even mindness, he was in pleasant and unpleasant events. Mai chana yogena bhaktir avyabhicharini viviktadesha se vitvam aratir jana samsiddhi. So constant unalloyed devotion to Krishna and living in secular place means living in association of devotees. Okay, who's the one who didn't live in association of devotees and got trapped in Maya?
Bharata
Huh?
Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj.
Bharat Maharaj, very good. Bharat Maharaj, he left devotee association and went into the forest, and he got attached to the deer and became a deer in his next life. So Ajamila also had devotee association, but he left it and got attached to prostitute. And that's why he got bewildered. So very, very important is devotee association. Durlabha manava janama satsanga tarahuye baba sindure. Bhajahure mana Srinandanandana abhaya charana ravindare. So we have to worship that is Krishna. And then what should we do? Durlabha manava janama satsang. Very, very rare to get manav satsang. That is devotee association. Very, very rare. Tatrabi Durlabha Manye Vaikunta Priyadarshana. Very rare to get devotee association. Because only in devotee association can we become fixed in Krishna consciousness, or else we might fall down. So living in devotee association is very important. Aratir Jana Samsati, detachment from general mass of people and accepting the importance of self-realization and philosophical search for the absolute truth. Okay, Jnana Artha Darshanam. It's very, very important. Jivasya Tattva Jnasa, to know about the absolute truth. Okay. So in the process of knowledge, what is the most important point? We'll have a quick breakout room, 5 minutes, and come back. In the process of knowledge, okay, what is the most important point in the process of knowledge? You can refer to 8 to 12 sloka. We have only 2 rooms. It's better. All please join the breakout room. Just imagine, just understand the question. What is the most important point in the process of knowledge? Hare Krishna, all back. Okay. So what about room number 1? Durga Mat, Harshini Mataji, Minal Mataji, Vijay Prabhu, Shri Sai, Vaishnav Mata. Who stopped speaking?
Vaishnavi Mataji will let us on behalf of ourselves.
Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So here are few points which we discussed. So the first, the most important process of knowledge is unalloyed devotional service, and second one is submissive, having tolerance to accept honor and dishonor. And Prabhupada also says we should not have competitive spirit in while gaining the knowledge, and also we should remain humble and be submissive to the spiritual master.
Okay. Room number 2.
Hare Krishna Mataji. From room
Hi.
number 2, I'm speaking. Supreme Master help us to achieve the real knowledge, which is true, and helps devotees to achieve the real Brahma, and helps to attain the Brahma, and also helps us to go back to the supreme abode. And second point is to the which is real knowledge. It is understanding us that real knowledge is related to the permanent knowledge, which is related to only Krishna and the Supreme Brahma. And temporary in this world, everything is temporary. Knowing this is the one of the most important point, and realizing it and achieve forwarding towards the real knowledge. Mataji.
Okay. So this is the second sets of questions which Arjuna asked. One was Kshetra Kshetratnya, that is the body and the knower of the body. Then the body, that's Kshetra, and Kshetratnya is the knower of the body, that is the soul and the super soul. Okay. So now he's asking about Jnana and Jnaya. Okay, the important process of knowledge also we explained. And we also knew about Paravidya and Aparavidya. That is complete and incomplete knowledge. Okay, so one is complete, one is incomplete, and that is one is material, one is spiritual. Okay, so these are the main thing we should know: knowledge and complete knowledge and incomplete knowledge. Because complete knowledge will take us to Krishna, and what happens? We can start from where we stopped. But in material knowledge, it's not like that. In next life, again, we have to start from LKG, UKG. Nobody can say that we have learned it in the past. Can't remember. Because the mind, intelligence, and false ego will remember spiritual things. Material things will forget with the material body. So here, 13 to 19 is about Jnana, which is the object of knowledge. So understanding living entity as knowable. That is mentioned in the 13.13 sloka. These have very good purports, especially 13.12. Please read the purports. Jnayam yattat pravakshyami yajñātvā amritam ashnute anadi matparama brahmana satta nashaduchyate. I shall now explain the knowable, knowing which you will taste the eternal. Brahman, the spirit, beginless and subordinate to me, lies beyond the cause and effect of this material world. Okay. So here in chapter 12 to second, we have already discussed about the soul. No, it's eternal. And we cannot cut the soul, and all that is mentioned in chapter 2. Now, there is no specific date at which this Jiva is born. It's like, we can't say time immemorial, it said. We don't know from when this process is happening. Nor can anyone trace out the history of Jivatma's manifestation from the Supreme Lord. So living entities are what? Eternally in service of the Lord. Jivera Surubhoi, Krishnera Nityadas, Krishnera Tadastha Shakti Beda Beda Prakasha. Jivera Surubhoi, Krishnera Nityadasa. So Krishnera Nityadasa, you see, after initiation, the name become Das, Devi Dasi. That's because that we are Das, we are Nityadasa. Eternally we are servants of Krishna, but we forgot. And Krishnera Tadastha Shakti. We are the marginal energy of the Lord, Tadastha Shakti. Veda Veda Prakasha. Qualitatively one with the Lord and quantitatively different from the Lord. So 14 to 18 describes about the different qualities of the Paramatma or Super Soul. So which Vishnu is in our heart as Paramatma?
Shirodaksha.
Shirodashai never goes wrong, okay? Never forget it. So Shirodashai Vishnu is in our heart as Paramatma. And which other sloka Krishna says he is in our heart as Paramatma in Bhagavad Gita? Does anyone know?
Sarvasva chaham hridi
Yeah, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishtam. I was hearing Prabhupada lecture yesterday. I think Prabhupada was saying, like the radio, no, you have to tune to the particular channel. That means the radio will have these frequencies. Sometimes in the car, if the FM is not working, you've seen an antenna above the car. Some cars has it. If you put it straight, it captures the signal. Radio is like that. The frequency has to match. Then only it catches that frequency, the vibration. Similarly, in a heart there is Paramatma, Krishna as Shirodashai Vishnu. Now, when the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra happens, Gologera Premadan Harinam Sangeetam, which is from Gologa, and when we chant, the Lord in our heart will capture that signal. That, or when we hear Harikatha, when we chant the holy name, Krishna is in our heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhudana Hridesharjuna Tishtari. Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishtam, in the heart. There's a sitting place of the super soul and soul, both like two birds in the same tree. So both are there in that heart. Now that signal has to be caught. So the Gologera Prema, then the vibration coming from Gologa, that is, it's not material sound, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's why we should chant the mantra loudly. When you chant it loudly, what happens? The Krishna is in our heart as Paramatma will captures that signal and it will be connected to Goloka. So it's very important how we get connected. So here, the super soul who is in our heart have these qualities. What are the qualities that the super soul has? 14 to 18 sloka says, Sarvada Panipadam Tat Sarvato Shishiro Mukham Sarvada Shrudimal Loke Sarvam Avritya Tishtati. Everywhere the super soul has his hands and legs, his eyes, heads, face. He has ears everywhere. In this way, the super soul exists pervadingly everything. Everywhere. He's all pervading. Sarva Avritya Tishtati. Means the super soul is not only in our heart, it's in the Sarvasya Chaham. All living entity, not only Homo sapiens, human beings, is there in a cat or a dog or everywhere. Pandita Samadarshina, it is said. Like every living entity has Krishna as Paramatma in their heart. And not only that, even in atom, Krishna is there. So in that way, he's all pervading. And everywhere his hands, legs, eyes, ears, head means he's all pervading. Inconceivable. He can't even conceive. He's all pervading. He's in a heart as Paramatma. Same time he is in Goloka, same time he is in Vaikunta. So he can be everywhere in all living entities. Okay, so and he is the original source of senses. Sarvendriya guna pasam sarvendriya vivarjitam. Sarvendriya, Sarva Indriya, the super soul is the original source of all senses. Yet he is without senses. What do you mean by that? Krishna is without senses means what?
Nirguna Mataji.
Huh?
Nirguna.
Not attached to the material senses.
Not bonded by
not
any
material
senses.
senses. The senses are transcendental. Okay, it's transcendental. Okay, then
Not bonded by any senses.
okay. Krishna is transcendental. No, means transcendental means what? What is the meaning of transcendental?
Above the modes of material.
Above
Above the
sattvic,
modes of material nature. Very good. So about
spiritual
the
mode.
is what? Spiritual mode, or which is the Vasudeva Guna or Shuddha Sattva Guna. Okay, pure goodness. So that is transcendental. Now, it is said Krishna is transcendental to transcendental. What does mean by that? Above the three modes is transcendental. Shuddha Sattva Guna. Now, it is said Krishna is transcendental to transcendental. Para. He is transcendental to transcendental. What do you mean by that? How can something be transcendental to transcendental?
Transcendental to Paramatma, like demigods, transcendental to that.
Yes, almost close. So when you say Paramatma and the Brahman, they are transcendental. Now Krishna is transcendental above them, no? Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanedi Shabd. Vadanti tat tattvavidastattam yajnanam advayam Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanedi Shabde, Bhagavatam says. So verse is Brahman, next is Paramatma, next is Bhagavan. Sat, Chit, Satijanta. Now Brahman and Paramatma is transcendental. They are above the three modes. Now Krishna is above Brahman or Paramatma because he is the highest realization. So in that way, Krishna is transcendental to transcendental. Prabhupada says, if to know mathematics, what is the basic things one should know in the first class, second standard, first standard, they teach basics of
Addition,
mathematics.
subtraction,
Before that,
plus, minus,
Numbers.
numbers.
numbers 1 to 9, if 0 to 9, if you know, then the whole mathematics you know, because that's the basics. 1 plus 1, all that comes later. First is 0 to 9, and all the big algebras or whatever we learned, permutation, all that, everything comes from this, the basic numbers. Similarly, Krishna is the base of everything. If we know Krishna, we know the whole universe. If we know the basic number 0 to 9, you know maths. Next is all additional. So similarly, Krishna is the base. He's the original source of all senses. And yes, Krishna's senses can be interchangeable. What do you mean by that? Anga niyasya sagalendriya vritti mandi. Krishna's senses can be interchangeable. How is that possible?
He can eat with his eyes.
He can eat with his eyes. See, so Krishna didn't have to come when you offer bhoga. He didn't have to personally come and eat with his mouth. No, he can just glance it. Just by his look, he can do creation. When Krishna's the boyfriends that go past, they drank the poisoned water of Yamuna, Kalindi, when Kaliya came. All of them died. Literally died. They died actually. But Krishna just glanced at them and they came back to life. So you just have to glance in your food or in your bhoga to make it prasadam. So that means Krishna can eat with his eyes, he can hear with his mouth, like that. His senses are interchangeable. He can, because all senses are transcendental. Sachidananda, he can do that. We can't do like that, but he can. That make him Bhagavan. So Angani Yasya Saglendra, that's the meaning of that. And that's why here it is said, he is the original source of senses, yet he doesn't have senses in the sense, he doesn't have material senses. Devoid of material senses of Sarvendriya Vivarjita, material senses. And he is the master of the three modes, Nirgunam, yet transcendental to them. And Bahir Andascha Bhut, Acharam Charam Evacha. So he is inside and outside all living entities. And he moves, he does not move. And I'll explain that. He's subtle, okay, and that not knowable to material senses, although far away, he is near to us. Durastam Chantike Chatar. And I'll explain those two qualities. And Avibhaktam Chabudeshu, Vibhaktam Iva Chastitam. He is never divided, although he appears in all. He is situated as one. See, sun can fall on different living entities. Sun can fall on a well, and the reflection. It can, the sunlight can fall on all of us. But does that mean there are multiple suns? No, there's only one sun. So similarly, there is no multiple super souls. It's all one super soul, actually, Krishna, one, as Shri Vishnu. But he expands and he's reflected in all of us. And he is the source of light of all luminous objects. He's maintainer, he's destroyer, he's creator, he's knowledge, he's object of knowledge and goal of knowledge. He's situated in everyone's heart. Hridi Sarvasya Vishtidam. So quickly I'll go to, with that I'll stop. Ishopanishad, when you do Ishopanishad, I'll take it in detail. But Ishopanishad verse number 5, okay, that explains this property of the Paramatma. So Ishopanishad says that the Lord walks, he doesn't walk. The Lord is near us, he is far away. He is inside us, yet he is outside us. Okay, so we go to Veda base, verse number 5.
Also in Ashimarthi, there is Ito Nashimha.
Yes, very good. So, yeah, everywhere Natsimha is there. Yato Natsimha, Ito Natsimha, Parado Natsimha, and Antar Natsimha, Bahir Natsimha, Hriday Natsimha, everywhere he is there. So, this is the quality of the Lord, inconceivable. We can't even think about it. Like how Narad Muni, when he went to Dwaraka, He saw 16,108 palaces and Krishna was in there in all the palaces. That is Krishna's inconceivable potency. So Ishopanishad, verse number 5. Mantra 5. Okay, if you say to mantra 5, what does it say? Tat etat tan naichati tat dure tvato antike tat antar asya sarvasya tat yu sarvasya vayatha. Okay, tat etachi tat naichati. So translation is the Supreme Lord walk. He does not. He is far away. He is near. He is within everything. He is outside everything. Okay, can someone explain? The Supreme Lord walk, he does not walk. What does it mean? What does this mean? The Supreme Lord walk, he does not walk. How is that possible? It's okay if you go wrong.
Mataji,
So is
is
it
it
because
like
Yeah?
Hira Chor Krishna.
he's a super soul and inside us?
Yes. Very good.
So
So he's a super soul within us. So when we walk, he is also walking. Okay, that is one thing. That means he's walking. Now he does not walk. At the
That is
same time, he walks with us, but he's not walking.
okay.
Yes. Okay, 2 minutes, I'll be back. Just think about these three things, contradictions, and let me know. Fill the attendance link by then. Yes, Hare Krishna. Anyone got the answer?
He
Walks, he
does
does
not.
not.
He
Huh.
walk. He does not walk means he's present everywhere. He need not
Okay, he
walk.
is
He's all pervading.
okay, one is, as Prabhu said, he is in a heart as Paramatma, so he walks with us. He's always, he is walking. And does not walk in the sense, Goloka Evane Vishyate Akilatma Buddha. Krishna is always in Goloka. He doesn't go anywhere from Goloka. He's there. So, or you can say in the temple, the deity form, the Archa Vigraha. It's not just a stone, it's the Lord himself. No, there's no difference. So in that way, he's not walk. Okay, which was the deity which walked?
That Shira
Hmm.
Chor. Oh
No,
no.
that is stealing.
Sakshi
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 Gopal.
Gopal.
Gopal. So yes, deities can walk, but then in that way he's not walking. Okay, so they also near us as well as far away. Near us because he's in a hut as Paramatma, so he's very near us, and far away because he's in Goloka. Yeah, for a non-devotee, Krishna is far away. It is said. Okay, he's in Goloka, but still he can be with us by chanting the holy name. If you say Krishna, if you say Hare Krishna, Krishna is there. We are not able to perceive, but he is there. So for a devotee, Krishna is very, very near. But for a non-devotee, it is said Krishna is very far. Vedesha durlapamat bhakto. By studying Vedas and all, you can't get Krishna. But devotee, bhakta can get it. And he is within everything, yes, as even in the atom, he is there. Outside everything, he is all pervading the super soul, no? He is the omnipresent. In the sense, Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu Kammanurbe. He is earth, water, fire, air. All this is Krishna's elements. So Prabhupada has given a very beautiful purport. If you have time, read it. Ishopanishad verse 5. These are the inconceivable potency of the Lord or transcendental activities. Inconceivable. These are contradictions actually, no, that is given. He walks, he doesn't walk, he's inside, he's outside, he's near, he's far. These are contradictions. But this is the Achintya Shakti of the Lord. Inconceivable. We can't think about it. But that is Krishna. That is the Lord. Okay. So he walks, he does not walk, like all this. So if you read this, you will get a nice idea like who the Lord is or what is his omnipresent and omnipotency. Very, very important. Okay, so I'll stop here. Anything to add? Any questions? When you learn
it was very
Ishopanishad, we'll go
nice.
in detail. Yes,
It was
Mataji?
very nice to see Jagannath in the prayer today, during Prabhupada's prayer. It was really so nice to see him giving services, Mataji. And the way he sings
Jagan.
with you also Tulsi prayers sometimes. It's very nice, inspiring, Mataji. Always he is.
He
Thank you
doesn't
so
keep
much.
quiet, especially Guru Puja. He's so
Very
enthusiastic.
nice.
Very,
And the
very.
way he took
He
the
want to
cloth
do,
today on
he want to
table,
do lot of
especially.
seva, but he can't.
Mataji is doing so much and it's so inspiring. That tablecloth also, you just kept it, Prabhupada's prayers time. He took it and he was wiping so nice. He's so
Hare
cute,
Krishna.
Mataji. And he's so inspiring, Mataji. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So I think we can stop here. Okay. So tomorrow is Purnima and tomorrow is the last day of Bhishma Panchaka or the Kartik month. So last day. So try to chant and do Damodara Arati. This is the last day of the month. So we can include your family members also to do. Okay. And sing Damodar Ashtaka, and how much ever we can do devotional services, listening. Now 16 rounds you're doing, okay, and make sure every day you read Prabhupada's books. Like, see, now I finished like almost 18 slokas. You can just read the purports. It's very, very important to read the purport. Don't keep it till the closed book exam. Read now itself. Have Swadhyay. Swadhyay means self-study. Reading scriptures, very important. Some are not used to this book reading. You can have Veda base. You can read. And hear Prabhupada's lectures every day little. Also important. Okay. Yeah, Adokshaja is another meaning of transcendental. The Lord is transcendentalist or beyond the three modes. That is another name for the Lord is Adokshaja. Yes. Save pumsa paravdharmo yado bhaktir adokshaja. Ahaiduki apradihada ye atma suprasida. When you go to Bhakti Vaibhav, you will be learning all these slokas, memorizing it. So make it a habit so that Bhakti Vaibhav is easy for you. Because in Bhakti Vaibhav, I'm not scaring you. After every chapter, there is exam. Every chapter, there is a closed book exam as well as sloka exam. So you should get used.
It is so difficult to give shloka exam, Mataji. It's so easy to chant, Mataji, but not to give shloka exam. It's very
Memorize. That's what there might be difficulty, but you
Mat
will get used to it.
Mataji, what if you break time on chanting because of memorizing shlokas? Which is better? Chanting is better, no, Mataji?
No,
Not
in
able
between the
to.
chanting, in between every round, you can at least once chant the sloka, no? That increase your attentiveness also in japa. I mean, for me, for different people, it will be different. For me, the best way to learn slokas is I've learned all my slokas during my japa session. Like I have my screenshot in my phone, and after every round of japa, I just open the phone and see the sloka. Okay, if you on your mobile data, gone, all the notification will come and Maya will trap you. But just have a screenshot and you keep looking the sloka once, no? That increase the attentiveness, or else after every round we might be going to sleep or sleepy or inattentive japa. But after one round, just see the phone and just chant the sloka once, and then again go back to japa, and then again finish that one round and again just see by the 16 rounds, that sloka is in your head because it's Brahma Muhurta early in the morning, and you can. It's my easiest way of learning slokas is that, and it's very easy for me to learn in that way. If you can't concentrate on japa, then concentrate on japa, and then later take time to learn slokas. But this is because it's Brahma Muhurta and it's early in the morning. You can memorize slokas very easily at that time. Many devotees have told me
Mataji,
like,
one more question I always had, Mataji. Hare Krishna,
yes, ma'am.
Mataji. One more question I just had. Mataji, I once heard you telling Mangla Aarti and Japa you should not be doing together. How can I just improve on that? Because Brahma Muhurat is the best time. I really like to chant as well as attend Mangla Aarti also. What do I do, Mataji?
No, in the sense
With
you
not
can,
to clash with.
yeah, you do your japa, but when Samsara Dava start, you have to repeat the prayers. Once when one great saint came to ISKCON and he was so amazed to see in Mangaluru. Did anyone go in the Kartik month to ISKCON Vrindavan? No, you can't even enter the temple. So much rush early in the morning, 4:30 a.m. Everybody, so much of rush in this convent. You can't even enter. So much rush. Okay, you have to squeeze inside. So this another Sampradaya Swamiji came there and everyone welcomed and all. So all his disciples asked him, Maharaj, what is this? Why is ISKCON getting progressed like this? Just see how many are there. And Maharaj said, that's all because they are doing Mangalarati. The ISKCON is famous only for that. Even if you go to once we were in Jagannath Puri and there was no temple nearby, ISKCON temple nearby. We won't believe 4:30 we woke the manager and all the staff because we want Diya and so many other things to do Mangalarati. They're like, what are you doing early in the morning, 4:30? And there are other Sampradaya people who came in the same resort and they were all sleeping. They never have Mangalarati. But ISKCON, it's very famous because it's Prabhupada's, definitely all glories to Prabhupada. Prabhupada made it compulsory for Mangalarati because it's auspicious. And to add to it, he said, it's not just because they are doing Mangalarati, they are famous or they are prosperous. It's because they chant Guru Ashtaka during Brahma Muhurta. They are glorifying Guru in front of Krishna. Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. It's only about Guru. It's not about Krishna, but in front of Krishna, we are glorifying Guru, the Parampara. So what you do, okay, do japa. And when Mangalarati is going on in the temple and online when in your phone, you stop your japa wherever you're doing and then chant Guru Ashtaka, Samsara Dava. Don't skip it. That's what I said. Don't skip it. Just seeing will not help.
Okay, Mataji.
Sing it.
Okay,
And
Mataji.
once Guru Ashtaka is done, sing Narsimha Stuti with us. And after that, Tulsi Stuti. And then after Shishtashtaka and 10 offense, you continue your japa. Just 20 minutes. I think half an hour it is done, no, Mangalarati. That half an hour, 4 rounds you can do.
Yeah.
But that 4 rounds, that the Samsara Dava and Narsimha Stuti and Tulsi Stuti, when you are singing, just by seeing Mangalarati online, you get the same effect of doing it. But provided you sing, you should sing in your home and you should, it's not like you should do it. No, you just by singing and by seeing the Aarti itself, you get the whole benefit. So it is said like you should not hear Bhagavatam and do japa at the same time because you are not concentrating either there or here. Human brain can do multitasking, but one concentration can happen only at one time. So during Mangalarati, sing that Aarti song and then you continue your japa. Okay, because it's very important to sing
Okay,
together.
Mataji, like if we are attending it online,
Ah,
And sometimes we skip bathing very early in the morning. So
That's
should
okay.
we make it?
That's okay. See, tatrarpita niyamita smaranena kala. There's no rules and regulations for chanting. Even if you don't take bath, no problem. You can chant. Nothing that should not stop you. But if you can, you do it so that you will be more fresh to do japa. Because when you don't take a bath and do japa, you might fall asleep. It is more dangerous that time. But then yes, because of some conditions, winter and all, you can't, no problem. But that should not stop you from japa. You should chant. No problem. Nothing, no rules and regulations. That's the best way. But if you can't, no problem. Nothing is stopping you. That's why this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. No rules and regulations, nothing. You think hippies were taking bath and all and chanting? Nothing. The Prabhupada is saying for days they don't take bath. They are like that, no? But still Prabhupada gave them the japa. But slowly is what happened. It's not like we should be in 5th standard always. We should go to 6th standard, 7th standard, then we reach to 10th. So slowly, once you initiate it and all, you should definitely take a bath. But slowly, you should try to overcome all that difficulties. But initially, no problem. That's chanting is important. Whatever it is, don't bother. Especially Kartik month and Brahma Murta, it's Mangala. It makes it more auspicious. Okay. Hare Krishna, I think we can stop. Okay. Vanchakalpatarupascha kripasindevedischa paridana pavanibe Vaishnave Anandapudi Vaishnave ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Koti.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Nandita
Mataji,
Mat. Hare
Dandattana.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.